Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to episode 4 of Solo Leveling. I know this episode is late, but I really messed up my back and it is healing right now. I'm feeling a lot better than I was before, so let's see what's going on with our hero here. Okay, so he's not really getting used to his strength yet. Like he's upped his stats or whatever, but this is different than when you're actually exercising and you build your strength through like actual physical exercising, it's a little bit different. So it's he has to take time to basically adjust to his new body. It seems like every time he increases his power, he had to figure out how to use his body all over again. My boy whipped out the inventory screen. Oh my god. Alright, so you could just pull out your fucking inventory and pull stuff out of there, huh? That's cool. That reminds me of this one show I watched recently. Oh nice, he managed to pull it off. So I'm a little confused about the origins of this sword. He said that somebody said they paid a lot for it, and he doesn't know how it ended up in his inventory, but he has it. Did we see anything about this sword before? Like, did they mention anything about this sword? Because I don't recall there being any mention of this weapon. Maybe they did mention it or point it out or something. I just missed it. Right. Now you just gotta min-max and work this out, just like it is an actual video game, and do some grinding, and you'll be you'll be OP in no time. Hey man, do some grinding. Get start just spawn camping all the wolves till you level up enough. I wonder if like there's any restrictions to that. I don't see why there would be. Like, you should be able to fight as much as you want. Huh. I'd feel guilty if I... Not me. Mm-mm. I mean, look, they came and attacked you. You can't feel guilty for fucking wiping them out. A wolf assassin. Yeah, I bet. Oh, that sucks. Can you get them repaired? Like, can you become a blacksmith in this video game world? Learn some trade skills. I'll keep going at this point. Like, I mean, what else do you have to lose? You might as well just keep leveling up. You're on your second chance at life anyway. You might do what you gotta do, man. Ah, okay. So they were red at first because they were out leveling him, but as he kills more and more of them, the color starts to change to match the strength difference. Okay. I thought they were red because that was just the color, but now see, there's some thought put into this. They really went out of their way to make this as close to a video game as possible. It's pretty good. Okay. So now that his perception is up, he can sense that enemies are too strong now. I wonder what the fuck is down here. I guess we're gonna find out. Wait a minute. You know what I don't get? When he first came down here, he saw this lady kind of walk past or whatever, who was basically just like it was kind of like a shade of the people who are actually traveling through, because this real subway station doesn't look like this. Obviously, this is the dungeon version of the subway station, but they were still like, he still kind of saw that lady pass through, which means, I thought that he would be able to see all kinds of like other pedestrians and stuff that are actually down here, maybe the phantom train coming through and stuff, because he's still in a different dimension. But maybe they just did that to emphasize, and maybe you could only see that like at the entrance or something like that. But that would have been kind of cool, actually. Well, at least it's orange and not red. That's pretty encouraging. All the lichens were red and you beat them, so I mean, they're saying that this thing is at least on equal footing with you. You got a chance. Bro, he is getting his ass whooped. I mean, I guess even if they are on equal footing, if you don't have a fitting weapon, then ain't much you can do about it. I thought I've gotten a bit strong. You have gotten stronger, just not strong enough to fight this thing. Like, what are you talking about? Clearly, you have gotten stronger than you were before, but this thing is much more strong, so... Like, it's not like you haven't progressed. You just haven't fought a gigantic fucking 2-mile-long serpent that's made of metal. Like, what kind of statement is that? Well, that didn't happen because he spent a long time getting his ass kicked left and right. It's not like they were necessarily incorrect about it. I mean, they were being mean, and they probably should have been a little nicer, but they technically weren't wrong. I mean, here's the thing, though. When we first saw him, he got fucking one-shot by a goblin. A weak-ass goblin who just stabbed him in the abdomen, and he was basically on the brink of death. This motherfucker has been getting ragdolled around this entire area, like, smacked with massive, gigantic hits. This is like, he's been getting comboed, and he ain't even really drew blood yet. Like, he's still fine. You just need to figure out how to go on the offensive, because it seems like your defenses are pretty good now. Oh, there we go. We're activating some latent powers here. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, he did focus points into his strength. He said fighting without a weapon was out of the question, but I think that's because he was still scared and fearing for his life. Once again, after all this, I still think that he's not quite sure exactly how strong he is. I think he probably could have done all of this without a weapon, but he just needs to understand that he can, you know? Fear of losing his life is still instilled in him because he's been basically weak his whole life. So it's not like he'll just, and I do like that. I do like the fact that he didn't just get power and all of a sudden he's like, I know exactly how to use this massive power that I just discovered. You know, it's like, it's a learning process. He has to figure it out and actually understand that he is strong. And the act of just being strong is not enough. Nice. He did it. He pulled it off. And he literally just hugged him. He hugged him to death. He killed him with a friendly hug. Yeesh. So what's the reward for killing this thing? It's got to be something good, right? Oh. So he'll be able to take more damage, but he just will become permanently weaker? Is the damage or the damage buff, like the defensive buff, is that permanent too? Hold on, wait a minute. Dude, I just got out of a dungeon. Slow down. Like, wait. What do you mean? Oh my god. Dude, he leveled up quite a bit in that one dungeon. That's insane. Look at these fucking NPCs, man. Our lives are in danger. Look, take a selfie real quick. They're just casually standing there like, we don't have to worry about anything. Don't worry, the hunters will take care of it all for us. It's like My Hero Academia. Like the people are becoming complacent because their lives aren't in danger. So they just hobbled together some underleveled group to take care of this. Where are all the S ranks and stuff? This is happening in the city. This is okay, so this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, obviously dungeons take a priority and people need to take care of the dungeons, and that's important. But it is to my opinion that they should always have a group of elites of A rank and above that are always on standby just in case the actual city where the actual humans live get attacked. There should never be a scenario where they just can hobble together some low ranks to try to deal with, because this is the main thing. This is the primary thing that you want to avoid. This is like the worst case scenario. So why would you not have a contingency plan for this? It makes no sense. This makes absolutely no fucking sense. Like, the people who are running this town are completely fucking incompetent. They have to be, because this is so dumb. So like I assumed, he did level up quite a bit while he was in there. Now, I wonder why he just fucked off. Like, why didn't he try to, assist or anything? He seemed to have a, well, I don't know. I wonder what his motivations are for this. That is interesting. He just kind of walked off instead of trying to, like, help out, or I don't know. I guess maybe he wants to keep the fact that he's this strong a secret, or maybe he just didn't feel like it was that much of an accomplishment. He did say that he thought the enemy was like super weak, and that's the only reason why it worked. So there's still some doubts in his actual ability. He still doesn't actually understand how strong he is yet. So yeah, well, I mean, dude's turning into a bit of a powerhouse. It's happening relatively quickly, but the good thing is they're showing that he still doesn't really understand his power. And he doesn't really know how strong he is. And him just having the strength is not enough, because we still watched him basically get the crap beat out of him for a while until he figured out what his actual abilities are. So he is technically OP right now. He's just not really, he doesn't know how to utilize it properly. Or at least he doesn't have the confidence to do it, which is, I guess, the most important thing. His attacks are unsure, and he just doesn't know what he's capable of. But I got a feeling when he finds out, it's going to be very interesting. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to sub if you enjoy these videos, especially if you've watched a few of my reactions by now. If you've seen them and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can always change your mind whenever you want. But otherwise, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you on the next one.